Je suis vraiment très content d'accueillir notre prochain et dernier intervenant, Brother Portrait, qui vient de Londres, qui est un artiste assez pluridisciplinaire, qui fait à la fois de la musique, de la poésie, du texte, et qui s'intéresse, je pense que je le disais hier, à une libération écologique totale. Je l'ai écouté il y a quelques semaines à Marseille dans une soirée de poésie qui s'appelle Brutale. J'avais trouvé ça très beau. Donc, je suis très content qu'il ait pu nous rejoindre. Thank you so much, Hadir, for being here with us. So, Brother Portrait, you are a London-born Sierra Leonean artist and writer who thinks on memory and object as vessels, how we're shaped by space and place, the authority and limitations of words, the language of art and the body, movement and memory, map-making, and freedom dreaming. Today, you are gifting us with few words that are working towards what you chant or name the full ecological liberation. We're very glad to be closing the symposium with you, so thank you so much for being here. Thanks.
Hello, everybody. Are you well?
Yes.
The introduction said the introductory words, so I'm just going to get into the piece. It's a sequence of writing I've put together that I'm calling today, All We Have Been Gifted Must Be Given Back. And I hope it speaks to some of the themes of the weekend. I was lucky enough to catch today, sad I didn't catch the rest. I'll be online watching everything. All we have been given must be gifted back. Hold me through these dreams. Night 1. We children lie on the grass, smiling and well-fed, each of us woven through grandmother's hands and earth the same way. Her fable spoken in interlacing strands, metaphors made on the strength of our braids, seam of the cloth, the holding and held. We play along the quiet and constant cultivation of her days, abundance this season and preservation for the next, caretaker of the land and all life on it, tireless. Let us gift you rest. Here, a potion to coax out ease. Here, our smiles and laughter. Here, a bed of lavender and chamomile. Here, honor. Here, everything gentle. Ours a covenant across time from before, for generations hence, cry freedom from ghouls who when found flesh tried destroy we, who above do meddle so below we suffer their wicked ways, when power is a heavy heel on our back does pacify and call it kindness, turning bitter on tongues words that are but color and body and faith. Punish as ingrate our self-respect, from behind the violence appeal to us for peace. We plea not for balance, that certainty of time we know, that one day all of this will be under a serene sea. No. Our many hands make trouble, spike the will, then push it back. Hear power groan, its rusted chains making stubborn against the motion. Hold me through these dreams. Night 2. They are eating themselves. We would be full of morbid fascination if the bloody mess of it all was not the same stain in our rivers and clot in our veins. The hypertension and complications from diabetes, the breakouts from death and a broken heart, their grubby mitts on our crockery and cookpot, our own who in pursuit of the gleam mimic their glut, a rotund figure and a life rich in spoils from the toil of others, the never going home, told this is not your home. Everything disproportionate. From looking too long at black bodies in fear in the mirror, now a black body in fear, fear. This bloody mess on all our grief, in death a grief, in joy a grief, in promise and hope a grief, and this bloody mess on all of it. Oh, now I haven't washed it off, and look, a flood again. They are eating themselves to death, talking with their mouths full and gesticulating nonsensical. We don't answer. They are eating themselves to death because they do not know how else to kill us, because in their minds, if they do not exist, no one does. Hold me through these dreams, night free. We're in the mangroves. It's the last day of the rain season and all is verdant and brimming. We swim some, then tend to the roots in gratitude for their protection, touch our foreheads to the soft bark and leaves, eat fruit and share the seeds with the soil, play with everything breathing, a blissed out menagerie stroked by the water and wind, nourished through to our innards and out. Later we splint saplings with matchsticks and string. This one, torn by unknown brutalities, looks in part scolded from neglect, was roughed and felt it all, so must be sung to daily, and with a soft palm gently turned towards the sun, told lay on me the full weight of your weary. Ask all the wise, how could life be? Who would make such a world? Why survive if after all that suffer this? Show us your beautiful scar, the light limp sending your walk into a dance. Hold me through these dreams. Night 4. Imagine, they said Justice was a man with a pale horsehair periwig on his head and a voice like piles and constipation. What a lie. We laugh bent double, tears in our eyes, though the laughing don't laugh out the sadness. We laugh until our shoulders pulse to breathless sobs, taste the salt from our eyes and sweet from our nostrils, shake off the shame, flake the dead skin around us, sweep what the wind is too weak to carry. Keep a small mound for the corner shrine, to wonder on how that dust was at first a fist, a heavy silence, rejection, and fight. Tears in our eyes, we cry until we sleep, dreaming ourselves quiet and mouthless, finding that even then we are only at the edge of silence. You can still hear you, fighting with yourself in all the voices that raised you. Everything they feared for you become protection, as if one could be scared, invisible to threats, an ear beaten deaf to insults. We ran, of course, and now the body is a hiding place for panics all too eager to be found. Here, forgiveness for that feeling. Here, the glee of a world that believes in you, a well of understanding and truth. Here, a salve until the wound heals, a wall of ears. Here, some help, but you must face this mess you made. Hold me through these dreams. Night 5. Our fingers pull in until knuckles touch a palm and clasp. We shift weight until our bodies are a circle, holding hands and holding, speaking in our heart a covenant. because they loved us before they knew us, knowing many knowing we would never meet. We live and love those we do not yet know, and know we will never meet. The cipher hums a chord. Some sing the highs, others the lows, 5 tones today. Both word and sound notation in the body sway. A suite of omnibenevolent beauty in the key of transformation. Morning song of the butterfly, dew-heavy wings at rest. Cusp of season, of moon phase, of shadow soon disappeared. In-breaths and sighs, holding hands and holding. We are all in the center, bathed in light and softened by it. Touched on the back of our necks, we dance and fling our limbs. Some of us were born with dirt under our nails, so in the instance of remembering, dig our fingers deep into the same land our mothers were wrenched from, lay face down, coddled by the mulch, are asked again to forgive ourselves for all our sakes. Our young will grow to love this sound, want it on the gums after morning milk, flourish in the freedom it brings. Our young will grow to love this sound, want it on the tongue, flourish. Our young will grow to love, want it on the tongue, flourish like freedom. Our young will grow free, want it on the tongue like morning milk. Our young will grow to love this sound, free, want it on the tongue like mornings. Our young will grow free, will know freedom, will grow old, will know freedom. Our young will grow old. Know to love this sound. Want it on the tongue like freedom, freedom tasting like morning milk. In the beginning there was a deep well, heavy hole. Drop cowrie and listen, the whistle till beyond as it spin. Down there lives the record, all the telling and retellings from that memory, leaving soundings in the ripple. From above, see the people gather around like an iris to the pupil. Spot of light on the lens is a baby in the bucket. Indigo-dyed country cloth wrapped around a young heart, lowered slow towards the deep sleep of the other side, so it may taste again the waters from where it came, bring back knowing, and a name. Tell me, asked the healer, with a lilt of the head, ear to breath, who are you? The response in contented register, a note on the breeze, played by sunlight, by water, ground underneath. I am. The baby in the bucket said, I am. Begging stay towards a curl of light, hot face and blindly devout, I was terrified. Sure, the sun will one day cut out and never return. No new knowing could convince me otherwise. We are a gamble of blast and void, I cried, surviving despite it all, alive in the lumen remnants, naked and newborn again and again. You You spent the light well. Praise the nights you blindly cast a relief in time, your two hands holding a face after an infinity dredging the dark. After an infinity dredging the dark. Your two hands holding a face, praise the nights you blindly cast a relief in time, the light well spent. You, naked and newborn, again and again surviving, despite it all, alive in the looming remnants. We are a gamble of blast and void. I cried, no new knowing could convince me otherwise. Sure the sun will one day cut out and never return. I was terrified, hot-faced, blindly devout, begging stay towards a curl of light. Stay towards the curl of light. Dreams troubled the darkness. I woke rattled by shivers. Before anyone saw me, I was down on haunches, 10 toes, gel pose, eyes looking hollow or haunted, skingered, wengewood, guaranteed from womb to tomb to not crack from toting sacks or whips on backskin, good like that. I, a being looked on with doe eyes or dull eyes, because these gods in their eyes are devils. So my stance is at once savior and rebel, rapture and doom. Lunar light dressed my nape in a silver collar, made fingernail, seashell, and pearl claw, turned surface water on shoulder cycloid scales, gave form my body's ridges, falls and smalls, shadow dense, and fathoms deep under feet, on which I crouch, ponder, poised. On inhale, I smell the night's halfway pass, shallow rest, deaf on tawny breath, hear hoots and howls like smoke on wind in a moment thin then disappeared. No shadow play and rustles may bring fear to strangers' eyes and ears, so I am trickster if you think me prey. You don't want me to show my years. This player's fame is in waiting games. The untrained puzzled by inaction revered, unnerved by the nascent, let ego dress complacency as pride, as if the new moon too does not pull the tide. Wind whip the bushfire, sleep prove the most tumultuous ride. No time, not on my side, for those who see no vice in scarring land, made of killing a pleasure game, not measuring what's lost against the comfort and wonder of life sustained. That balance is not a given but is gained, is pick and grow, carrying and leaning on, seeing beauty and leaving be, to say love to others who stumble upon. She, from earth to sky, is kicking back at your ghoul. Listen before she makes dirt of us all. My let blood is the pigment in maroon mud, hair and dry moss mixed to kindle fire for cleansing and for to see, so vision and guidance may see me. Upon dawn, sun sheaf shorn, first warming, no warning, our rebellion is caring, nurturing and respect, not violence nor vengeance. One One, 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 and one, and one, become mass, then magnitude. We, overboard rebel turned undercurrent spirit, bones become sea bottom silt, fuss up a storm, rage rain season long, swell up waters, trouble Guinea man ship. Oh, the rage, dauntless, fury and hot bellow send hurricane up and out, unruly, still can't blow off rotten stench of ists and isms, can't bear see our kin suffering on new land. Grief, grief, grief did conjure up a storm. This wind pull and peel the soul dead out their bit skin, upturn rank expose heel, dry as a cow's throat. We a whirling, spin vermitude, pressure in the abyss, pierce a wick-sealed ear canal, screams bounce a deaded echo in the void. We, in vex mother tone, rude harmony, suck teeth. The untender and pernicious, imperial effluent, cancerous, squeezed blind, buried under shame and suffocation. May the evil mass like gallstones in the gut of empire, whimpering nurse, hearing nothing but a withering. This storm swallow away, wait and weary, look, see, unbroken skin, teeth adorn the free, and living, lilting, ungovernable glee, face to sun and reflection. Breeze on these days come like, Breeze on these days come like, breeze on these days come like, Oh. But this toil did leave us ravished, split in two, reached deep into our souls. Our souls saw enough to bear everyone's pain. Cradle us deservingly onto your soft seat, please. This craven city, a mess of butts, broken glass, windows, pain, bent nail and all, hook our feet, rip through our souls tender, nowhere a kinder heart, deep well of giving, generous to the bottom, if it could green the scorched earth, soak the riverbed, cry the sky, we'd bow our heads, kiss the stricken soul and offer our souls. Our souls rule, set law and dominion, none of us above the stink, O inevitable corruption of resource and sustenance, sow the rot, after feast, the waste, mind where you sleep, for in the end, all the life in us will exit our souls. On these days come like, on these days come like, on these days come like, these days these days. Ta 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 ta. Yeah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. They danced till their bodies were burning. And they danced till their bodies were burning, till all that was left was light. Draping the edges opaque and soft, every word spat as ankle weight, glance thrown to clasp the mind, make you feel a brittle being, became dust in their shine. Powerless against a joyful breath, air displaced after pirouette, their bodies pressed against the sound. Folded beneath it, floated above it, were songs sung by mouths mute to certain ears, a drum heard through the soles of bare feet, language taught by a mother's pulse. They danced their way back there to the moment of creation, flash of fire in the infinite void of all and nothing. Millennia before black and millennia more before they called us that. Before names on branding irons, new skin saw to the touch, salt water from pores forming crystals on you, body, flame and stardust in trance and glissando, spirit gone, flying and flesh lost. There between being and unseen we dance, rhyming step balance both sides of the line we move, and their eyes stay watching, spines breaking and rebuilt in free fall or heart palpitations and stuttered breath. Before tears, between laughs, black wax spinning, flaming bodies into movement, rhythm spells, coded martial arts, and more they will never understand. We dance till our bodies are burning. We dance till our bodies are burning. We dance till our bodies are burning. Till all that is left was light. Thank you.